Hey sis, welcome again to our space, okay? Our space where we share resources and reassurance to retreat, relate, and rejuvenate. All right, so today I have some tips for you guys. We've been talking about self-care. The word is talking about self-care, but I'm gonna give you some practical ways to incorporate self-care in your lifestyle. So we're gonna think of today as 5 P's to remember how to self-care, okay? This is our lifestyle we're going towards, not just something that we choose here and there. And no, self-care is not just actions only. Self-care is a space that you find for yourself on a regular basis. All right, so let's get into this. We're going to say 5 P's to remind us so that we can keep this in our mind. And these are practical ways. And of course, they have different layers underneath them, but let's get to it. Let's talk about it. So the first P is pray. Pray. I've been on a prayer journey lately. I want to stay on this prayer journey because it is so much about prayer that I think we sometimes forget or even overlook. But we have got to put it out in the atmosphere. Some people may say manifest. Some people may say speak it into existence, but you have to pray about it. You have to put that before the Creator. You have to put that before God because He will provide your heart's desires. He will do even more than we can even think. Even if you don't know what to pray about sometimes, or even how to pray to have a self-care journey, just start there. Just say, hey, God, please help me to find ways to get some self-care so that I may give to others. And then even in that prayer journey, you're going to figure out some things and He's going to show you some things to even help you unlayer some other things to create that space for yourself. So, okay, pray first. All right, number 2, permission. Give yourself permission to take the time to self-care. You have to do this, ladies. We give, and we give. And in that giving, we are taking and taking and taking. We're not honestly just taking from ourselves. We're really taking from the people we're giving to. So we think that we're giving in full cups and we're overflowing or we're just being such servants and things like that. And it's a good deed that we're doing, but you have got to give yourself permission to stop and give self-care to yourself. When we have tasted and seen how good self-care is, and it could be the smallest thing about taking an extra few minutes to moisturize. That's been my struggle, y'all. I've been moisturizing better. I've been trying to moisturize for real, not just because it's summer, but really making it into my regimen because that's the last thing I do along with ironing. But right now, we're talking about ironing ain't gonna give me no self-care. Moisturization right now is my self-care. So you have to give yourself permission, even if you have to start out small, whether that's a few minutes, but you have to get that mindset down to permit yourself to give to yourself so that then you can overflow. When you have given that to yourself and that space is so beautiful and you've filled yourself up, you will naturally and just flowingly give to the people that we want to give to. All right, so number 2, permission. Number 3, picture it. Picture it. No dream is too big. No time, no space, no anything is too big. Picture it. And that alone goes with that praying and giving yourself permission to even dream about it. You picture it. That may mean you need to go look through some magazines or, find you some inspiration somewhere. Drive around. Find you some inspiration on social media. Find inspiration, y'all. Don't find something that's draining. Find inspiration and take a picture of it. Snapshot it on your phone. Cut out a picture of a magazine. Go and take a picture as you're driving around. Picture where the space is that you want to go. Sit in silence and even just imagine it and picture it, okay? Just see yourself picturing that space. And sometimes this is where some layers come in. You may need to send a picture out to the people who we're going to talk about in a minute, who you need to set in place. So you may need to have that picture and keep that picture at the forefront of your mind so that you can believe it and continue to pray over that, okay? All right, so let's get into number 4. You need to plan it then. It may not happen that same day. It may not happen the next day. Plan it. Do all these steps, ladies. Trust me. Plan it. So in your planning, you need to schedule in, prioritize. That can go also with planning and not really all of these. Prioritize planning yourself. And we even get together on Sundays in our free community, on Sundays on Zoom when we do our plan and prep. You can also check out some of the other videos on here as well. But we are intentionally planning holistically. So we function in different areas of our life, but it is so important that you plan in yourself, plan in your mental health, plan in your spiritual space, plan in those other goals as well, but plan it down. Write it down, plan it down, write it down, plan it out. Okay, so just if that goes for, we in the community, we also say like Saturdays is our self-care day. That may not work for you on a Saturday, but maybe you may start out with a few minutes a day. Give yourself 15 minutes a day. Start realistically, but plan it out. Write it down, okay? Because then, as we lead into number 5, you want to make sure that you prepare your environment. We talk about task delegation on Mondays in the free community that we have. You have to delegate out some stuff to people. You're going to have to set some people in place because you can't get everything done by yourself. And so you're going to have to schedule out your husband, schedule out a significant other. You're going to have to schedule out your family members, maybe a reliable friend or someone at your church or somebody who you work with who can take on the responsibilities, meaning maybe your children, maybe your pet. Give somebody the accountability, because you can also do this with them and y'all take turns on helping one another, but give somebody else the chance to help you go along this journey. You need to prepare your environment. That may also mean that you need to show that picture to them, like, y'all, I've been dreaming about this. I know I need this. And if you may not get to that picture right away, show them this is where I'm trying to get to, because I know it's something that can help me feed myself so that I can do better at feeding all of us. You know, ladies can talk about how to talk to our men. I got tips on that as well. But there are ways that you can do this in preparing your environment. You also need to prepare your environment for yourself. So you need to find you a space in your home. Maybe if that starts with the preparation of preparing your mind, like find a space in your home where you can just sit in silence and take these moments to dream. Sit in silence and find a space that you can go and set up. Maybe you could set up the materials that you want to have when you do your self-care, whatever your self-care may be. If it's you going to take a ride, prepare the environment for help the people who are going to be helping you. Schedule out your kids' schedule. Even if that's for your husband, schedule out your pet's routine. Schedule out the things that you need to get done so that you can prepare this part for yourself. And you can also prepare people and then make those steps a little bit easier for them so that they might not feel overwhelmed in helping you get this task completed. Okay? So let me just reiterate what I was saying again. And yes, these are in steps, but they also go back and forth with one another. And like I said, they have different layers to them. But if you start here, ladies, I promise you, you will start to see a change in your rhythm. A lot of people talk a lot about balance. And I'm just one of those who believe balance is like an illusion. You're going to be forever chasing it because one little thing can throw you off balance, you know. But I do get what people say when they're talking about balance, but I like to look at it in, you have to create a rhythm for yourself. You really do. And in that rhythm, you have to create a regimen of giving yourself self-care. Okay, ladies? So you need to pray. And make for sure, do that over and over and over again. And remember, number 2, you need to give yourself permission. It's okay to give yourself love. If you give it to others, why not give it to yourself? And if you give it to yourself, why not bask in that and see how it feels so that you can truly go and give it to other people? All right, number 3, remember to picture it. Get a picture. Picture it in your mind. All that, okay? And number 4, plan it. Write it down. There is statistics, science that shows the power of accomplishing goals, accomplishing success when you write things down. Okay? And we'll go a step farther in another video on how these things can play out. If you need help, don't forget to comment below and let me know if you have questions. You can always sign up for our community, and we can go in depth with that. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook in our Facebook community, Rise in Power Community. On Instagram is rise_in_power. You can email me at risingpowerllc@gmail.com. I want to be accessible for you because this is so important that we ladies practice this. It will help our whole community, okay? And then number 5, you guys, prepare it. And once again, you can meet us on Sundays in our free community. We plan and prep every Sunday. So we got you. You have a community here that's supporting you. If you need to just come and look at this video over and over again, do that to make yourself know that you are worth taking the time out to show love to yourself. Okay? So I hope to check you guys on the next video. I hope to see you guys in one of our communities, whether that's on Instagram, Facebook. I'm also on Pinterest, as well as TikTok. And so let me know if you have any questions beyond what I shared here. If you want further details on this video in particular, I'm going to share more details anyways. But if you have some specific details that you want me to share even more on this video, please leave a comment below and I will check it out and I will get back with you. All right, sisters, remember, pause the grind, plug into God, and pamper yourself, girl. All right, bye-bye.